My partner, Mark Bayless, he was a young bachelor, and he'd been going to Mexico with Los Medicos Voladores.
Jack Fea and I started going to Mexico with a group called Los Medicos Voladores. And we did that for a few years.
So I did that for 4 years, and I had a couple of near-death experiences in the small planes.
And it was really fun, and it got us used to packing a tackle box full of extraction, forceps, and anesthetic, and got us used to taking our dental show on the road.
And you fly down in the small planes on Thursday, you work a day and a half on Friday and Saturday. You all meet in Guaymas, all these planes come together in Guaymas, and then you fly back on Sunday.
In 1990, we formed International Health Emissaries, which is our own private nonprofit based in Monterey. And a group of friends all got together and said, let's have our own private nonprofit so we could do it the way we want to do it.
Because our first mission statement of our mission statement is people who have no access to care. Right. Not limited, no access to care. It means because of money or because of a location, there's no care.
I think Peru happened, some nuns that work for the Sister of Mercy, they're Australian nuns, heard about us and contacted us and said, would you come down to Lima and help us down there? And so we did an exploratory trip where Jack Fea went down there with a group of volunteers and dentists and loved it. It was a wonderful mission and a great place to work. And so now we're going back there every other year.
She's explaining to me about what's going to happen is people will line up and go around the block, wherever the line goes, and then they come in here and they're going to be interviewed by one of our translators to get a health history for us, and they're going to be registered and you get a little chart, and that'll be stapled together, and then they're seated, and then they'll be brought in as we start doing treatment. Once we get in there, they'll go into an examination chair. Come on with me. They've been waiting since before it got light, and we've accepted 150 patients. And we're going to work our tails off to do that. We're going to see 20 more and hope that we can take care of them. And we'll go into the exam chair. You see it nice and empty now. Wait till tomorrow. They'll come into our clinic, and they'll sit in this chair and be examined, and then he'll give the injections so the local anesthetic has time to take effect. And then there's 3 doctors, 1 in surgery and 2 operatives, and they will come say, okay, who's the next patient? They'll pick up the patient, take them to their chair. If the surgery is a real bad one, we have a resting station here, a post-op chair. And then since they're all good patients, they'll come over here where the ladies are setting up the Nordstroms of the barrio here. And you can see they're working very hard. We've got all these donated toys and clothing from the children in our hometown of Carmel and Monterey and so forth. We hold clothing and toy drives at the schools. And this is the result of it.
We all take a big red bag with us every time we go that's filled to the brim that has all these things. And so after a kid gets looked at, gets worked on, gets a filling done, the next room that they go into is the room that has toys and clothes. And you know, a lot of times that's probably all they came for, but they have to get a filling in order to get into that room. That's how it works.
This Peru trip really demonstrated our the three statements in our mission statement was to help the people of the third world that have no access to dental care. As you saw, our patients had no access to dental care where they're living. Allow American volunteers to learn of the joy of doing this and how fun it is, and give them an opportunity to do it in as safe as an environment as you can. And then the third thing is represent the United States in a real positive manner. This clinic, you're going to do a lot of extractions because they're like Guatemala used to be. It's a very, very poor population. So.
Here in Guatemala, we've been coming here for so long. We have a dental clinic here on the island Bacadilla, which we're sitting on right now. We have a dental clinic where we have dental chairs, and it's very much more organized because we also have people here, Kevin and Luisa, who run the program. And here we work with Asociación Rescate. Her name's Clara, and she's from Punta Arenas. And she does not even speak Spanish. She speaks Kichi, and she's 6 years old. And basically all these teeth are decayed to the gum line. So we're doing 4 extractions, this one, that one, and that one. And I don't think they got that one numb because it's too much anesthetic to do it. So the first thing we do is we test to see if she's numb by loosening up the gums that are attached to the teeth. And you can tell she's numb because she's not reacting to it. She is an incredibly good patient. At home, they'd be on nitrous oxide and watching a movie. And here, they're amazing. Bueno, she amazing? Increíble. Gracias.
Si necesitas más que penetrar.
Wow, she was so good.
She was amazing. Oh my. She was just amazing. Yeah. You know,
How many did you take out? How many did you take out? We just took out 14.
She didn't swing.
A lot of these patients will be walking down a road when it's still dark in the morning and get on a boat that can barely turn around in a river to get up there because these rivers are so narrow, and these boats will slowly travel a good hour or so to the clinic.
Hablar. Dígame. Hola, Terry. Hola, Terry. Con dientes. Pero sin dientes. Hola, Terry. Todos.
The first time we all came, and Jack was here before we were, all we did was pull the teeth to keep them out of pain, get them out of pain, and cure infection or clear their infection. That was the very beginning. And now, out of the 400 children that we see in the time that we're here, 200 of them don't have any new cavities. So it's evolved. Their clinic has grown. We've brought in new equipment, state-of-the-art X-ray, digital x-ray so we can see in between the teeth.
Damn good x-ray. I don't see any abscesses. We see 3 out of the 4 teeth, and they all look good.
That's good. You mind if I do those?
No, not at all.
That'd be fun.
And you can really communicate with those kids. I noticed you sing.
Yes.
You have a song you
Yes,
have
and
for
that's
them.
the other funny thing, because I'll do funny things like circulitos, circulitos, and I have them all dance. And a lot of the girls are just really shy, and they'll giggle, but they're moving their little hips, and they're dancing to get the toothbrush, wiggling in the gum so that they're getting Mr. Plaque where it's hiding.
Circulitos, circulitos. Adiós, el. Adiós, el. Perfecto. Y dile, saque la lengua. 1, 2, 3.
They speak, the people from these areas speak Quiché, Spanish, very little English, but it doesn't matter because we speak the language of humanity. We got it.
So the differences in Cambodia, for instance, we have a clinic we work in at Anchor Hospital for Children, and they have patients coming there. But we also do field trips. We travel about an hour and a half outside of Siem Reap up toward Battambang, up toward the border of Cambodia and Thailand, and we go to a school, and there's no clinic at the school whatsoever. So what we use for dental chairs there is we take their wood desk and we slide those together, and then the kids, we cover them with operating room paper and cover those, make little pillows that we wrap up a towel and inside paper and tape it on there, and they lay down on these flat hardwood desktops, and that's our dental chair. So the facilities are completely different there because we travel from school to school to school that don't have dental clinics. So it's very different. I'd say the main similarity is that their mouths are all the same, even though you're in a different country. Their mouths are all in great need of work, and most people can't afford to have it done. Even if they do have some money, they're more likely to spend it on buying some meat or some protein, so that they can live. And they don't particularly have the expendable income to spend it on going to the dentist wherever they are. So that's where we come in handy, is they don't have to spend money going to the dentist, and we extract teeth that are abscessed, infected, that can potentially be life-threatening.
That's really our story. Newspaper, it's like it's so depressing about everything going on around the world.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you can't do anything about it, it's kind of sad. I mean, if you care. But if you actually go and do something, then you don't feel quite so